Welcome to AI Brief, episode 142. I'm Amin.
And I'm Leah.
Forget just skimming the headlines today. We're really going to dive deep into some pretty fascinating AI developments.
Yeah, we've got a lot lined up. Google's AlphaEvolve, for one, which is doing some amazing things in math.
Right, and Anthropic. They seem to be gearing up with some serious model upgrades. Plus, OpenAI is taking a new approach kind of to showing their safety work.
And we'll cover a bunch of other key updates, too, and some trending tools you might find useful.
Okay, so let's start with Google's AlphaEvolve. Let's unpack that.
Right, so this isn't just, another coding agent. It's using the Gemini models, Flash and Pro, but within this evolutionary framework.
Evolutionary. How does that work?
Well, it seems like it uses Gemini Flash to kind of brainstorm or generate ideas, code ideas, and then Gemini Pro comes in to analyze them, refine them. It's iterative.
And this iterative process led to actual mathematical discoveries.
Exactly. Like the first improvement to Strassen's algorithm for matrix multiplication since 1969.
Wow, since 69. That's
Sure.
That's incredible. Decades, and an AI finds a new twist.
It really is. And it's not just sitting in a research paper either.
Oh, they're using it.
Yeah. Google's already using AlphaEvolve to optimize things like their data center scheduling, also improving AI training, including its own apparently, and even helping with chip design.
So real-world impact already. What happened when they tested it more broadly on math problems?
Well, they threw over 50 open math problems at it. It matched the state-of-the-art solutions about 75% of the time.
Okay, that's impressive matching.
But wait, there's more. In another 20% of those cases, it found completely new, improved solutions.
Okay, that really is a leap. It's not just replicating, it's genuinely contributing new insights, especially in math, which is so fundamental.
Definitely shifts the perspective on AI's capability for, actual discovery.
All right, so speaking of pushing boundaries, let's talk Anthropic. They're set to launch new Sonnet and Opus models.
That's the word. Advanced versions of Claude. And the buzz is around this hybrid thinking they're supposed to have.
Hybrid thinking, meaning they can reason and use tools, alternating between them.
Sort of, yeah. The idea is they can switch between thinking through a problem logically and then, say, using an external tool or API to check something or get data, then go back to reasoning.
Oh, that sounds powerful. And they're also talking about better self-correction.
Right. Apparently, these models will be better at spotting errors in their own code, figuring out why it's wrong using reasoning, and then fixing it, all without a human stepping in.
Interesting. And there's this codename model, Neptune, in safety testing.
Yeah, Neptune is undergoing safety testing, which often hints that a major release could be on the horizon.
And this timing lines up with their new bug bounty program too, right? Focused on Claude safety.
Exactly. It seems like they're shoring up the safety side just as they're preparing these more capable models.
It makes sense. Anthropic has been maybe a bit quieter on the new model front this year compared to others.
So yeah, these releases could definitely shake things up in the competitive landscape. It'll be fascinating to see how that hybrid approach actually works.
Okay, now over to OpenAI. They've launched something new regarding safety transparency.
Yes, a public safety evaluations hub. It's basically a dashboard where they'll share test results for their AI models.
What kind of results are we talking about?
Things like performance on metrics, like generating harmful content, how resistant they are to jailbreak attempts, hallucination rates, that sort of thing.
And it focuses on specific categories now.
Currently, yeah. 4 main ones: harmful content, jailbreak vulnerability, those hallucination rates, and also adherence to instructions like, does it follow the rules it's given?
And they plan to update this.
They say periodically, yes. It's part of a wider effort for more transparency.
Which, let's be honest, comes after some criticism about transparency, especially after some issues with the GPT-4.0 update recently.
It's like a direct response, yeah. A step towards more open communication about safety testing.
Also from OpenAI, they're finally bringing GPT-4.1 to ChatGPT.
Yes, announced quite a while ago, back in April, I think, but now it's actually rolling out.
For Plus, Pro, and Team users.
Right. And they mentioned a smaller mini version for free users, too. This means GPT-4.0 gets temporarily replaced.
Okay. And what's the claim with 4.1? Just better overall.
Pretty much. They're saying improvements across the board, combining the strong coding abilities of earlier models with the speed of their base models.
It was developer only for a while, so this is a pretty big expansion for regular users.
Definitely. A lot of people have been waiting for this one.
Okay, let's pivot to some of the other interesting things happening. A quick rundown. Meta's FAIR team released Molecular Map.
Yeah, an open source model and data set. The goal is to speed up discovering new drugs, new materials, and the compute behind it is just massive 6 billion compute hours.
Wow. Stability AI and ARM, something with audio.
Right, they collaborated on an open source audio model. What's neat is it's efficient enough to generate short clips, like drum loops or sound effects, locally on smartphones.
Local generation is always interesting. Alibaba, video generation.
Yeah, WAN 2.1 VCE, open source again.
Yep.
Generates video from images, text, even other clips, and it supposedly has precise editing capabilities.
Okay, funding news. Harvey, the legal AI company.
Reportedly nearing a huge $250 million round, could value them at $5 billion.
And Databricks is buying Neon.
Yeah, the open source database platform, estimated at around $1 billion. Big move in the data space.
Partnerships. Perplexity and PayPal.
Yep, they're teaming up. You'll be able to use PayPal and Venmo for purchases within Perplexity. Could make using AI search more transactional.
NVIDIA seems busy in the Middle East.
Looks like it. Reports of deals to supply AI chips to Saudi Arabia's Humane and also the UAE. High demand there.
And News Research launched Psyche. What's that?
It's a different approach. Open, decentralized AI infrastructure. The idea is individuals can pool their computing power together to train models, kind of democratizing compute.
Interesting concept. Okay, and lastly, that story about Klarna.
Ah, yes. The CEO mentioned they cut about 40% of their workforce initially because of AI implementation.
But now they're rehiring.
Yeah, planning to rehire human agents because they saw a dip in work quality. It's a bit of a cautionary tale, maybe, about just swapping humans for AI wholesale.
A good reminder about the complexities, yeah. Okay, let's quickly hit some trending AI tools people might want to check out.
Sure. Gemini Advanced can now connect directly to GitHub repos. Could be useful for developers.
And as we said, GPT-4.1 is now in ChatGPT, bringing those advanced coding features.
For content folks, TikTok AI Alive turns static images into videos for TikTok stories.
CodeRabbit gives you AI code reviews inside editors like VS Code.
Blaze helps you build websites and prototypes super fast, no code needed.
VidMe generates those user-generated content-style videos using AI, quick video creation.
Arise AI Phoenix, that's an open source tool for playing with and evaluating LLM apps and AI agents.
Hetty AI offers real-time insights during meetings and calls.
And Playground AI is an online image creator. You can make art, social posts, logos, pretty versatile.
So quite a lot happening across the board.
Definitely. That wraps up our deep dive for today. We hope this gave you a clearer picture of, well, what's happening and maybe what's coming next in AI.
Yeah, hope it was valuable. If you want to keep up with these developments, please do follow AI Brief.
And share it with others you think might be curious about this constantly changing world of artificial intelligence.